ollies up a bit for him. That were fun. Yeah, I've done about 800 feet of climbing to look for this bloody bag. I feel inadequate. It is mozzie season out here. Them's big.
I think it's a Landro.
How low can you go? Just keeps on giving. Yeah, this is the top. Never went down. What a disappointment. Okay, and welcome back to Badger's Bikepacking. This time I'm off on another trip into Wales. I would go up into Scotland, but I don't have the time to get up there. This is the first of two trips I'm going to do this summer. This time I'm doing off with Chris to do this ride. He's riding a Mason Boker as well. He's got the aluminium green one, and I've got my titanium one I'm going to take. We're both taking 650Bs. We're doing mostly off-road sort of riding, so I would say about 80% of it is off-road or tracks and trails up around what's called the Desert of Wales. I will go to Scotland, but I just don't have the time. We're off for 3 days. It's only about 155 miles. It's about 17,000 feet of climbing, so it is a hilly ride. Quite heavy bikes. I think you take the same for 3 days that we're going away for as you'll maybe take for 7 days. I don't think I'll take much more kit really. Because of where we're going, I need to take some decent spares so I can get ourselves back to civilization in order to get home if it all goes wrong. Things like first aid, all those things you still got to take, even for shorter trips. However, there are two of us, there's a little bit more safety involved there. And yeah, so there we go. 3 days. I'm going to have to become a ground dweller now. I thought I'd moved into hammocks, but Chris has got a tent, so he's going to have to tent camp. So I'm going to tent camp, just because I don't want to have the hassle of trying to find somewhere to hammock and somewhere that's decent on the ground. Anyway, real quick look at the bike now, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so there's the bike with Apogura. It's a very traditional setup, I would say, nowadays for bikepacking bikes. The seat saddlebag looks particularly big. That will compress down quite a lot. I'm really not squashing any of that in there, and there's some stuff I'm probably going to take out of that. Anyway, so in the saddlebag, what I've gone for is I've got a 9-degree setup. So in here I've got my Cedar Summit Sparkle 1, which is a 9-degree comfort rated bag that you can go down to about 6 degrees as the limit. I've been there. That is the limit. I've got my MSR in there as well. Basically my entire sleep setup is in there, not clothes but everything else, pretty much everything. I'm not going to go into all the gear, so that's all pretty much all sleep gear. In here is all my tools, tripods, camera stuff, all that sort of stuff. Not waterproof, water resistant, but I'm not expecting a lot of rain. Up here will be battery chargers, maybe a camera or two. In here I have cunningly disguised, I have whiskey and coke, and then I've also got, oh yeah, okay, I'm going for these this time, which I didn't take to France. On one side I've got my cook set and water purification. I'm taking water filters as well. We are going to Wales after all, so there's tons of water. On this side it's toiletries and stuff like that. Yeah, I've got a front roll bag, which is all my clothing goes into there really nicely. So all my clothing, that is fully waterproof. It's supported me well, so I trust it. And then the front, I've got my accessories, which are first aid, torches, toilet paper. In fact, I think I've got my soya squeeze in there as well. So that's my setup. Quite sort of standard. Hopefully I can get that saddlebag down because that looks awful. So what I am expecting is some really good weather. The lowest temperature I'm going down to is about 9 degrees. My sleeping pad is got an R rating of 1.2. That takes it down to about 9 degrees, and my bag is 9 degrees. So that's my summer setup. No real rain, maybe a little bit of rain Thursday, maybe some showers, something like that, Thursday morning. But we've got light winds, which is fantastic. No real rain, and the temperature going down to about 10 degrees during the at night, and in the day going up as high as about 21. So I think I'm pretty well set. Weather's good. Chris is all set ready. He's really looking forward to it. I am as well. The last trip we did was out in the winter. Going to do another one of those as well. So this is the first of my 2 summer trips. I hope you enjoy this one. Let me know if you've got any questions. Right then, we're off. Here's Chris's green snot monster and mine. So it's yeah, we are 5 minutes early, just 40 miles, and we're there. I'll ease up a bit for him. And you wouldn't guess there's 20 years between us. Bloody hell. Right, here we go. So just a valley run from Llanduvri all the way up through the valley. It's just a river valley, and then we go all the way up to a place called Limbrian Reservoir. I think probably have some lunch up there. But it's a beautiful valley now. We're off the main road. I could camp anywhere along here quite comfortably, and in fact there were a family camping back there on the side of the road right next to the river. Beautiful place. I think Chris is doing his hair back there. Right, elevation profile. This could be interesting. It sounds like one of our staff meetings. Oh, nice. This is the up the nose shot. There we go. Put it on. I don't know if you watch Adam Watkins, but he does Audaxes, and he looks for piles of dirt. Biggest dirt pile. I prefer log piles. Oh, it's an even bigger log pile. It's a monster camera, but I do love how it plugs in the audio.
Yeah.
That is the big thing I'm missing. Two awesome bikes. Right, 15 miles to the little town. And about 10-mile climb to the accommodation for the night. This is truly my favourite place. Bombing around this place called the Desert of Wales. No one out here. But anyway, we've done only about 13 miles. Got to get to mile 42 to a bothy there. The bothies are all closed. But you can camp outside. There's a place that people do a fire. Sort of a fire pit's already there. So I think that's legit, having a fire there. So that's an option. Now normally I wouldn't camp outside a bothy, because people who stay in the bothy at night when it's cold outside they get a bit lazy and they go for a pee right outside. However, they've been closed for quite a while now. There's been lots of rain, so I think it'll be all right, nice and flat. Now, if we don't get to there, there is a picnic site. It's near the road, unfortunately, but they've got benches and things. But it'll still be pretty isolated. No one there, nice and flat. Someone proper don't want us through here. That were fun. Ooh. Come on, Chris, you've got to stay in shot. Okay, big failure. I lost one of my fork bags. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm absolutely so much double back. I'm about 5 miles back now. Climbing up. It's on long gravel. But yeah, there's the problem. And it's just a long, fast gravel descent that we've done, I think, when it came off. So that means a long gravel climb. Yeah, I'm about 5 or 6 miles back from Chris. He's putting the brew on. He might have to set camp. Cannot find this thing. I'm pretty much all the way back to the top. I think I've done about 800 feet of climbing to look for this bloody bag. So, is it important? The bag, not so much. Spare batteries. Toilet roll. Toiletries. Oh, that could be awkward. Can't clean my teeth. Oh. So we've lifted it. I've been over 3 big gates so far, and we lifted the bikes over those gates, and it's not there. And we didn't notice that I'd lost them. This is becoming ridiculous now. I must have gone past it. I can't believe we lifted over 3 gates and didn't notice that a bag was missing. Anyway, head down. Oh well, he's gone. Now I have lost it. I went on for about 5 miles up the big old gravel hill. Nothing up there. So it must have rolled off and rolled down the hill in the grass somewhere. But I'm pretty knackered now. So I met up with Chris again. We're heading 20 miles until the campsite or camp location. But I'm blown out. I'm starting to smile now. It's just a wash kit. It's just power. I'm power poor now. So going down to a pub on the way down, and I'm going to nick some soap, and I'm going to nick some bog roll, and then there's a garage tomorrow morning. I'll get a toothbrush, toothpaste, and I will get all the little bits I've lost. I may even get another little power bank, although probably not. I've got a 10,000 one in the top there, which, as long as it charges my phone, that's all I really care about. Spare batteries for the cameras I've already got in a separate. Are they in a separate bag? Yes, they're in a separate bag. So it's all good. 14 miles and a lot of it downhill to the first camp option. We've only got 5 miles down to the pub. Maybe have a drink down there. So yeah, we've got a couple of hours to go really. Yeah, it's fine to get there well before it gets dark. Big smile. So I didn't bring much water, but I've brought a soya squeeze. There's loads of water around here. You've got to note where it is. But I can hear it's all down there, so if we have to, we can get back here. But it's starting to get cold now. The rain has drizzled. Not really rain. Has all come in. It's time to set up the camp, so we could have dropped back down to the forest again. But this B road, which isn't really a B road, it's a Welsh B road, so there's nothing on it. We'll use this to get to the camp site. So we've got two campsite options. The first one is a picnic ground. I only chose that because it's got a table, it's got short grass, and it's got flat areas. I don't know if there's a good water source there though. It's about a mile away. Plan 2 is to one of the bothies, which I've never been to before, but it does have water. You can get a campfire going outside, and it's very secluded, so we'll see. But option 1 is in a mile's time. He does talk a lot. He's chatting into his thing all the time. I feel inadequate. I feel like I should talk to you more. Anyway, camp 1 was not good enough, no water. So camp 2, I know does have water. So we're going to go to that, which is an old bothy. We're not allowed in it. So we're going to camp outside. Hopefully all the pee from people staying in the bothy is drained away, but maybe we can get a fire going because there's quite a lot of mozzies actually. It's quite a calm wind. Okay, this is pretty much on the way down to the bothy. So it's Nance something bothy. I can't remember the second name. It's basically a lovely valley, so we just raced down here. Chris has gone ahead. We'll be down that track. I can almost see the building now. I can hear the river, so we've got running water. Have a wash in the morning. We've got plenty of water with my filter to cook up. Get a fire going. I think it's probably the smarter idea was coming down this way. It's very discreet down here as well. I just hope no one else is down there. But a beautiful valley. Really pretty. Really quiet as well.
What's up?
This way's faster.
You spend all that time planning the route, Badger.
Yeah, but it's not an adventure if you don't bend the rules. Like I bent my cleat. Yeah, I can't clip in. So when we get up there, I'm just gonna have to
power.
Too much power, yeah, I know. It keeps telling me too much power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it is mozzie season out here. There are mozzies everywhere. As soon as you stop, so I'm just going to keep walking. But anyway, we got to the bothy, which is here, which, as you'd expect, is all locked up. So we've got a sign on the door. Yeah, fair enough. So we're just outside. But I never expected so many mozzies to be out here. They are doing my head in. So got long trousers on. Got this round, which is actually working really well, except my eyes. But there we go. So Chris is playing Dad. He's over there somewhere picking wood. We might get a fire going outside here because I know the normal fire area, I've got to keep walking, the normal fire area is all covered over, it's all grown over, so we can't really use that, so we're going to have to start another one, and I'm reluctant to because I don't like to scar the ground, but we found some, we just need to get fire and get some smoke going. So I found some flat stones, we're going to get it going on there. Got 2 tents up. So Chris has got a nature hike. It's a 2-man tent, which is pretty cool. I think he's going to be grateful for his the 2-man side of it. He's going to have room. Me, however, I've got my MSR. There's 1 man and there's not a lot of room. But there we go. Hang on, I forget that. There we go. So we're going to get some food on in a minute. Got a couple of slabs. Here he comes. Here comes Dad.
Stop doing YouTube and cook me some dinner.
Right, plan B is just get a fire going. We'll cook on the fire. Managed to get some logs.
There's loads of them over there as well.
Oh, there. This is nuts. Right, let's light the tampon. Light the tampon. So Chris's fancy jet ball's doing really... oh no, it's not. Doing really well. So we've got a fire going. All the mozzies are gone.
To a degree.
To a degree, yeah.
Still a few hardcore midges hanging around.
Yeah.
But it's definitely helped.
We're going to need a bit more. Do they go to sleep at the end of the day?
Badger, I don't know. I can't confess to be a midgie expert.
Yeah. Right, so if you see any steam coming out, holler. Oh, it's wobbling. Oh, we're on. Beautiful. Rubbish. Right, hold it up. This is the bit I don't like, is finding the...
Where is that sachet that I chucked out?
I put it in the bin.
Oh. What does it do?
It just keeps everything dry.
Oh, I thought it was like a
No.
spice.
Oh, you can put it in if you want.
Is it like silica?
Yeah, no, you have that one. So grab your sport and give it a little stir. And then...
Minute 53.
Minute 53.
Have you got some plastic?
Yeah, I'll get mine on now. Yeah, I'll get mine going. Great spot though. Yeah, get some pasta on next.
Yeah.
And then a coffee.
What?
What?
Coffee's for morning, surely.
What?
Really?
But they're backing off now. We've got an old smoky going there. Although I'm a little bit concerned about how well that keeps going. As long as it smokes, I don't really care.
No, agreed. Yeah,
Whereas
we might need to try and get some small. I mean, we've got some smaller stuff here that can go on.
Yeah. Well, we can go for a romantic walk after dinner if we
I'm
need
not
to.
sure about that, Badger. Not sure how much curry's involved.
No. I had a hot pot last time, I think. Not last time, time before, and it was just all mash.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Breakfast tomorrow. Oh, it's in another one somewhere.
Will it be as good as the sausage and bacon bap I provided from West Country
Yep.
pasties?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep. Just add water. It'll be absolutely fine. Yeah. So tomorrow it's 80 miles at the moment. Today we've done 50. Probably 10 of that is unnecessary for me. I think I did a bit more than that, maybe 52, but 10 of that unnecessary because of going to look for my bag. I am pissed off, but I'm more pissed off that it's spoiled. It was going to spoil, or could have spoiled, part of the day. All the bits I can replace, but batteries were going to run out. So I think I've managed to get some batteries, and I'll navigate around and we'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, it's not ideal. But I had to force myself not to get pissed off with it, and just to get on and try and enjoy being out here, despite the midges, which you really wouldn't believe. I can't. They're not midges. They're mozzies. But they are going for it. So 80 miles tomorrow, lots of climbing. I think we're probably going to cut that a little bit because I think it's just going to be a little bit too much. I want to enjoy it. I want to be able to stop and get some video. I didn't really have any chance to get any video today, so I want to get some video. I want to enjoy the day, not race for the miles. So when I built the route, it's an 80-mile circuit, but I always build in a couple of shortcuts so that I can cut the time if I need to. Anyway, we're good to go tomorrow. Just hope I get a night's sleep. Now I'm a ground dweller. I've got to live on the ground with all the bugs and Chris. I'd rather be up in the trees. He doesn't know that I snore yet. Good night, Chris.
Very good night to you, Badger.
Yeah, so we're heading up over the hills that are over there. They've got a whole load of big wind farm up there. And we're going to head over that, over the high ground for a couple of miles, and then we drop down the other side, stop off at a garage, pick up some lunch and things to carry on with us. Yeah, so gradual start. It was going to be 80 miles, I think it's probably going to be more like 60 if I'm honest. Yeah, one little sleeping tip in the summer is get an eye mask, which I've just got, and it is a godsend. So I had a really bad sleep for a while until I let some air out of my pad, which made it far more comfortable. So there you go, lesson one learned for me. And my next little trick was to wear one of these eye masks, because I didn't sleep well to start with, so I was pretty knackered, and rather than wake up at 4:30 with the sun, yeah, that just let me sleep all the way through until, what was it, about 6:30, without getting woken up at all. I could have slept for longer. But a climb is always the best way to start the day. Get the blood going. The site that we chose was really good outside that bothy. It is a little bit naughty. In that we've got a fire going, but the usual fire pit that sits outside that bothy was just all overgrown with nettles. Couldn't get to it. And I was quite happy not to do a fire. However, the amount of mosquitoes, it was just nasty. It was killing the evening very quickly, and that really did the job. And it completely turned the evening round from a let's just get the tents up and get in. Here he is. Where did that come from? Very random building. That'd be a great bothy. So almost all downhill now. So that's where Chris races off with his red shift stem. It's this sort of ride where I really would want, and the Boca is more than capable of doing this, but it would be really nice to have a Mason ISO with 29-inch wheels and a Lauf fork or a 100mm suspended fork, suspension fork. That would be nice, just for the descents. You can just take it a hell of a lot faster. But it's my limitation. I really don't like my arms bouncing all over the place, jarring. I don't like that. This is a gorgeous place. It's so still and quiet. And the mozzies were much better behaved this morning. They were all waiting for me. Morning. But no, they weren't hungry, so we're all good. We got on. We left on good terms. So now it's a descent, pretty much. I think there's one more little climb coming up, but a descent down to the garage in Civilization, pick up lunch, carry that with us, then another climb up onto the high ground. Then we pretty much stay on the high ground all day. Them's big. So this is what's met us. This is what causes all the wind. This is why England is so windy. We've got so many of these bloody fans spinning it around. Or something to do with air moving from high pressure to low pressure, and a bit of Coriolis effect. Centripetal acceleration. Centripetal force. So far behind the curve now. We are way behind. So we're going to get late to the campsite, which closes at 7, so that's a bit of an issue. But we can camp anywhere we want, really. About time I got a video of you catching up. Okay, so just about to start our descent down, which should be, I think, a fantastic gravel descent, and it's on this really hard packed hard packed gravel. It's all hard packed so they can get to the wind farms. So if you're on tracks that go up around wind farms, you're generally going to find it's quite a good solid surface, so great bit of gravel riding and not having to worry about traffic.
Right. I think it's a Land Rover. I think there's a whole fucking section of the back of the car missing here.
Yeah. Garage stop done, refueled, 2.5 hours behind the curve now, so we got a lot of ground to make up, so we're going to cut some corners. Here we go. Okay, so we've now got quite a climb up onto the high ground. We're then going to have to cut quite a few corners. I've got my helmet on properly now, all the straps were messed up. Let's get my Garmin going. But that was just a stop, refuel. We stayed there for about half an hour, but we're trying to keep it relatively easy pace. Oh, climb already. Right, it's got about 25-30 miles to where we're going to pick up some beers and something to eat for the evening. And yeah, I think we're way behind. I don't think we're going to get to the campsite, so we're going to have to come up with another option. A couple of options on the way, but nothing ideal that I can think of. So we will see where we get. But I prefer this pace. 80 miles a day is tough. I think if you're doing 100 feet per mile, then 80 miles is a long, hard day. I think the more sensible is about 60 miles. Particularly when it's a lot of off-road and you've got to get off your bike and hike a bike, as we've had to so far. But so planning wise I messed up a little bit, but near bother.
I'm going to be rinsing my GoPro. I can't put it away, Badger.
I'm the same. Come around every corner and you get it, put it on again. So you see that island in the middle over on the right in front?
Yeah.
So that is an option to
Is that the one
to camp.
a photo of Google Earth, I think?
Yeah, I think it might have been, but it didn't really tie in with the first day, so hey. Oh, bloody hell. Now this is where you want a Mason ISO, I think. Hiker bike for me. This is a bit gnarly. Oh, that is nice, isn't it? Oh, I'm more worried about my bloody wheel hubs. I'll be honest, this is nails. Oh, I'm knackered. So I've got some B roads to do now. Oh, not another bloody puddle. Back to hiker bike. I'm not even joking when I say it's almost all uphill. I haven't seen any downhill yet, I don't think. It feels like it's 80% uphill, but that's in time. 80-90% of it is climbing. It's painful. I think we all set our own goals and set our own limits, and we have to be conscious and honest with ourselves about what we can and can't achieve. So I know I thought I could achieve 80 miles a day, and I could do 80 miles a day, but the trouble is we would get back very late. We wouldn't get to the campsite. Yeah, I could literally get there, go to sleep and get up and go again. And I like the camping and chilling out and talking about how the day has gone and recalling all my cock-ups. That's as much part of the experience as the riding. Oh, Chris is cycling. It's too loose for me. His back end was slipping and sliding everywhere, so I'm gonna walk it. In fact, let's man up and get on with it. Just keeps on giving. Yeah, cycle route number 8 is a real tough one. Although that doesn't look it, but it goes from the south all the way to the north, and it's got to go some real gnarly stuff, but not here. Right, we're going right, and we have just crossed the desert of Wales from south to north, and we're now downhill all the way to the pub.
Look how much your morale's improved.
I know, I wasn't like this earlier, was I?
Well, the people will know. I bet you camcorded yourself.
No, I always put a bullshit smile on.
So I just have to live with the grumpy brow.
Yeah. So look at this gorgeous road, Route 8, all the way to the Star Inn. I just bloody hope it's open. We didn't talk about that, did we?
Yeah.
Oh well, the pub was closed. So we got to carry on. We're on B road now, which is just up and down. Very typical Welsh B road. Very short on water now, so going to get the water filter out. There's a reservoir ahead. Top up. Llandudloes, I think. Go there, stock up with food and beers, and come up with a plan C. But it's getting hard work now. Yeah, the only way is just to keep scooping. That's so we've been forced to send the youngster down to the water's edge. We are out of water, and we've got that next climb. So I think we've got 3 miles left to the town, but that next climb is awful. Right, we bailed at 40 miles, I think. 38 miles, but it's 38 miles, but about 4,700 4,800 feet climbing in there. Most of it was on rough ground, some real tough rugged tracks. So yeah, lesson learnt there. I reckon 50 miles with terrain like that, and that would do you in. So that took us about almost 7 hours. So we got to this town here. We were going to go another 20 miles, 25 miles, but I think we both just had enough now. And so we're just going to set up the camp, have a shower, and then take our valuables, cycle into town, get some fish and chips or something like that, a couple of beers, come back and just sit down and mong out. Snag is tomorrow we've now got 60 miles road, Welsh road miles. How low can you go? Not much lower. Oh! Oh, he's in. He's in. Back to pizza. Pizza and beer.
No fork actually, sorry, not fork.
Yeah. So both. I am knackered. Went to sleep really well. Oh, yeah. Get a little head mask, face mask, cover your eyes, plugs in your ears. I was gone. Kids playing outside, but I was gone. Anyway, woke up at about 3 o'clock and I've suffered from there on. Oh dear. Oh. Oh, shit. I should be about, must be about 12,000 foot above sea level by now. The amount of climbing I've done. There's been no downhill. Nothing. All we've done is climb this morning. Another hill. I hate this. I love it. And repeat. The thing with Wales is it is endless false summits. You know what, I haven't seen any road cyclists. I think I've seen one actually. No, we saw one this morning and I've seen one before that. So that's 2 road cyclists in 2 days. And I can see why these hills, I said it in the last video, they just roads in this place are just nasty. 60 miles back home, I'll think nothing of 60 miles. But 60 miles here when it's this and I'm doing 3 miles an hour, my worry is the temperature, which is 21 already. Anything over 20 and I suffer. Anything over 25 and I should stop cycling. But I'm at 21 already and we're at 8:45. We're pretty high up now. On a more positive note, Wales has numbed me to hills. Riada at the spa. Chris has gone to get some coffee. He's a bit of a coffee geek. So yeah, about a third of the way through. That was brutal, but I feel really good. And it's 10 o'clock. So now up through the Yunnan Valley, a bit of off-road. And I don't know, part 3. Glorious Elan Valley. So I've been here a few times, but it never fails to impress me, particularly in the sun. My only worry now is the sun is going to be my biggest enemy, because we're now up and over the high ground where there's no shade or anything like that. But we could have just hammered it down the main roads, which we've done before, but it is relentless pain up and down. There's someone camping down there. Didn't they could camp down there? Yeah, and I don't want that pain. So I'd rather take it easy and go direct over the high ground. Otherwise all you're going to do is you're kissing off that 3rd day to race home on the main roads. There we go. Who are you talking to?
70 subscribers.
How many?
Anybody else that
You got 70? Oh, catching me. Oh yeah. This or lumpy bumpy B roads. Nah. I'll take this, I think. Yeah, this is the top. Brutal.
Nothing a bit of limp biscuit won't get you through.
Yeah. I'll have lunch when we get to the top. This looks like the top. It's got to be just around that bend. This has now got brutal. It's single track, but it's non-stop relentless. It is hot. 26 now. You can't make any ground. Got another mile of this.
Always pretty slippery.
Never went down. What a disappointment.
You're swimming that pool if I'm just...
I know, it looks lush, doesn't it? Wales has beaten me. Absolutely beaten me. I'm hanging out. So heading down towards the town. So the next bit we're going to cut the corner. This is the town, and then this A road is the best option, I think. A44 down to Llandovery. But I'll be honest, I need a big rest. I've got a headache, so I need a bit of a rest. Rehydrate before I set off. Struggling. Day 2 was brutal. Day 3 was brutaler. Hey! Damn.